vocation training. They're very proud and they're the best workers. They serve with such dedication because they are serving the same kind of people who are our gift of vision beneficiaries. So they do not call them by patients. They call them by their grandfather or grandmother, tata, mama, they will call them. And they're part of, and a very strong part of our service-oriented team.
I request everybody to please remain seated.
Once the chief guest has come, we will directly bring him onto the dais. So please don't stand up and crowd the walkway. Just please remain seated. So what distinguishes Sankara camp? There are a lot of NGOs who are doing, the same or similar kind of work. So what distinguishes Sankara from the other NGOs that participate? What we believe is again 100% care, because these are not the patients are not operated in smaller hospitals in the field with junior doctors, but these patients are all brought to the base hospital where senior consultants are there. So if it's a complicated case, the senior consultant performs it. If it is something easy, okay, a mid-level person can perform, and even should there be a complication, the senior is there to intervene and give the best outcome to the patient. Not only are we ensuring the perfect outcome to the patient, we go back 1 month down the time, and we go back to the same village that this patient was picked up from. We check their eyes again to see if everything is fine, and if something is not, obviously we will bring them back to the base hospital. But otherwise, we go back again to the patient home to see that the patient's eyes are all right. And 3 to 6 months down the line, actually, there's a third party who goes and surveys the same set of patients and asks the patient, what is the kind of change that this simple or this surgery has brought to you? And that is where we've realized that close to 60 to 70% of the patients, the old patients, are actually gone back to doing some kind of work and supporting their family and standing on their own feet with immense amount of dignity. So not only do we fill the eyes with light, we give them a livelihood and we give them dignity. And that is the most satisfying aspect of this program that we say.
Welcome, sir. KTR is there.
A warm welcome to Honorable Minister, Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, Minister of Municipal Administration, Urban Development, Industries and Commerce and IT. I request everybody to please remain seated.
Tell MLA name, MLA Prakash. Welcome.
And also we welcome MLA Rajendra Nagar constituency, Mr. T. Prakash Gaud Garu. A warm welcome to you, sir.
The guests will come down to the dais in a couple of minutes. So I would again request all of you to be a part of this movement. Please visit the website www.shankarai.com. You can see that we have various kind of supporters. If you have walked around the hospital, you will see the golden wall, the platinum wall of our supporters. You will see the patrons at the beginning in the opening entrance of the hospital. These are all people who contributed immensely to the setting up of these excellent centers. And these are not islands of excellence, as I said, because all the patients, all are from the villages, are brought to these centers. They are not existing in isolation. They are here for a purpose because in the cities it is easier for the manpower, it is easier for certain infrastructural requirements. So that is the reason these are located in the cities, but more than 70 to 80% of the care that is given in this center of excellence is for the rural public. So Hyderabad Center is set to work in the districts of Rangareddy, Medchal district, Yadagiri, Bhuvanagiri, Vikarabad, Sangareddy, Medak and Siddipet. Apart from the urban poor, these are the free beneficiaries that will be treated here. Of course, you can tell all your friends that you need not, this is not only a donation in kind, but when you participate, every patient who comes here and gets treated, the margin of profit that is generated goes into helping our poor patients. So the smallest contribution that you can do is come and get an eye checkup here. And you shall feel proud that you are going to be a part of this program of gifting vision to millions. So those of you who have already gone around the hospital, after the formal function is over, there will be smaller inaugurations. Of course, the Minister Garu will inaugurate the main hospital here in the board. But they will, after the ceremony is over, there will be smaller inaugurations by the donors in these smaller individual departments. And we can take a round of the hospital along as these smaller mini inaugurations go on. That is after the function. And those of you who have seen the overall infrastructure, you can make out this is probably a state-of-the-art, the latest equipment that you can see in any hospital, any corporate hospital. These will be equal or even better than them. And in fact, the operation theatres, all patients, irrespective of their capacity to pay, is operated in the same operation theatre complex. So with the same exclusive certified kind of safeguards, we have laminar flow theatres to keep out the infection, the same infection control practices across, whether he is a patient who is a free beneficiary or a patient who pays for the surgery. They're all world class, so that at the end of the day, there should be nobody wanting for the lack of good care just because of their inability to pay.
And please do not block the screens because people sitting in the lobby are not able to visualize. Once again, I request everybody to please be seated and do not block the screens, the televisions, so that the people sitting in the lobby area can visualize what's going on here.
श्री ललिता अंबिके भुवनेश्वरी श्री चक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरी श्री ललिता अंबिके भुवनेश्वरी आगम वेद कलामय रूपिणी आगम वेद कलामय अखिल चराचर जननी नारायणी अखिल चराचर जननी नारायणी नाग कंकण नटराज मनोहरी नाग कंकण नटराज मनोहरी ज्ञान विद्येश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी ज्ञान विद्येश्वरी राजराजेश्वरी श्री चक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरी श्री ललिता अंबिके
the minister is just about to come, we wish to acknowledge the presence of some important guests, both within the Shankara family and without. As my colleague has already announced, K. Tarak Ramarao Garu, the minister, and the Prakash Gaud Garu, the MLA from Rajendra Nagar. We also on the dais will be Mr. S.V. Balasubramanian Garu, the chairman of Shankara Foundation India, our founder and managing trustee, Dr. R.V. Ramani Garu, Mr. Murali Krishnamurthy Garu, the chairman of SEF USA,
and Mr. Ram Reddy Garu, leading entrepreneur and a strong supporter of Shankara and a patron of Hyderabad, and Mr. Suresh Chukkapalli Garu, chairman Phoenix Group.
We also will have Achyut Reddy Garu, either on or off the dais here, we'll see, and he was also a patron, well-wisher, philosopher and guide for the Hyderabad unit.
I request everybody to please be seated. The minister is soon arriving. Please clear the entrance area, the walkway.
Our founder and managing trustee, Dr. R.V. Ramani Garu, and our chairman of SEFI, S.V. Balasubramanian Garu, is inviting and leading our honorable minister.
Very warm welcome, sir. Mr. K.T. Ramarao Garu, Honorable Minister of Municipal Administration, Urban Development, Industries and Commerce and IT of Government of Telangana. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And I also invite MLA Mr. T. Prakash Gaud Garu, Rajendra Nagar constituency. And Mr. Murali Krishnamurthy, Chairman, Shankara Foundation USA. And Mr. Ram Reddy Garu, strong supporter of Shankara, leading philanthropist. And Mr. Suresh Chukkapalli Garu, Chairman, Phoenix Group. A warm welcome to you, all of you, sir.
Start with the prayer. Yes, invocation. Normally any function would have a playback singer or some fine dressed lady to come and sing a prayer. But we have our own rock star, Murali Krishnamurthy Garu, the chairman of SEFI, SEF USA, and he will be singing the inaugural prayer and the invocation for the ceremony.
This song was written by Sankaracharya and sung in UN by our own Srimati M.S. Subbulakshmi. Maitrim bhajat akhil hrijetrim, maitrim bhajat akhil hrijetrim, atmavadeva paranapi pashyat, atmavadeva paranapi pashyat, yuddham tyajate स्पर्धां त्यजते त्यजत परेषु क्रममाक्रमणं जननी पृथ्वी कामदुगास्ते जननी पृथ्वी कामदुगास्ते जनको देवः सकल दयालु दाम्यत दत्ता दयत्वं जनतः श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां श्रेयो भूयात् सकल जनानां. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that wonderful song. I now request Dr. S.V. Balasubramanian Garu, Chairman, Sankara Eye Foundation, India, to give a welcome address.
Respected Honorable Minister Sri KT Ramarao Garu, Honorable MLA Sri Prakash Gaud MLA Garu, Member of Sankara Eye Foundation USA, represented by its Chairman Mr. Murali, Mr. Sundar, Mr. Venkat, Chairman of Phoenix Foundation, Mr. Suresh Garu, our dear patrons, Mr. Ram and Mr. Achyut, our donor families and invitees. Good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you for the inauguration of the Sankara Eye Hospital, Hyderabad, the 13th hospital of our trust, Kanji Kamakodi Medical Trust. Honorable Minister, popularly known as KTR Garu, was gracious to accept to be the chief guest for this function. He has been keenly interested in this mission for vision, which is going to serve the people of Telangana. Sir, when he first visited this place, it was only boulders and hillocks. Around this area there was nothing. Simply for about 3-4 kilometers you will not find anything, is open space. Today we see a fabulous city which we have built in such a short time, and our hospital has come also along with this. Thank you very much, sir, to be our chief guest today. Sankara Eye Foundation USA is a major source of strength to Sankara Eye Foundation India in our journey to spread the service activities across the country. Their involvement and contribution is of very high order. I want to thank Sankara Eye Foundation USA for their gracious presence here. In fact, in the year 1998, Sankara Eye Foundation USA was established primarily to support Sankara Eye Foundation India in our community eye care activities. Today, we have with us the core leaders of Sankara Eye Foundation USA, Mr. Murali, Mr. Sundar, Mr. Venkat, along with their volunteer families. We extend a warm welcome to all of them. Phoenix Foundation has come forward spontaneously to support the establishment of this hospital. We are always thankful to them for their kind gesture in a humanitarian cause. We heartily welcome Mr. Suresh Garu, Mr. Govi Garu, and other family members. Our patrons, Mr. Ramareddy Garu and Mr. Achyut Reddy Garu, has been of great support and guidance to our initiative. But for them, we would not have achieved the completion of this hospital in such a short time. Our donor families are here with us today this morning. They will be acknowledged. They will also inaugurate the respective departments supported by them. We welcome to all of them. We welcome the members of Rotary, Lions and other service organizations of Hyderabad. Over the past several years, we have Sankara supporters and associates from Rotary and other institutions who have come all the way from Coimbatore to participate in this inauguration ceremony. I extremely welcome them. To our guests who have responded to our invitation, We thank them and offer them our namaskarams. Kindly visit the hospital after this inauguration, and we solicit your involvement in these great efforts to solve the problems of the eye care. Sankara's vision predominantly is to work towards freedom from preventable and curable blindness by providing unmatched eye care through a strong service-oriented team. Sankara welcomes all like-minded individuals, families and corporates to join hands in these missions for vision. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I request our founder and managing trustee, Dr. Ramani Garu, who has been awarded the Padma Shri, to give us brief profile of Shankara.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Jai Shankara, Harara Shankara. Honorable Minister, Sri KTR Garu, Honorable MLA who has graced the occasion, people on the dais and our good friends in the audience. 45 years of journey as we step into the 46th year in Hyderabad. We try to look back these 4.5 decades. It was the sankalpa of the acharyas which inspired us to take up the cause that no one should be needlessly blind in our country. No one should be needlessly blind. Vision is the gift of God to behold the beauty of nature. Whatever may be the cause, to be blind is not fair if it can be either prevented or cured by quality eye care. Such a work cannot be done by an individual alone. You need many people to support. We have a proverb in the villages, a village temple cart is pulled by the entire village, not one person. The entire village pulls the cart. Similarly, we were fortunate and privileged to have many people involved in this mission. When Radha and myself started taking up the movement when we were hardly in our mid-20s, so many people came and joined. We had the mentorship from our chairman, Sri SVB. He taught us how to manage an organization, how to organize things and administer things. Our chief patron, late Sri G.V. Ishwar, gave us a thought how to have a philosophical outlook to the entire service. Not that I am doing or we are doing, we were privileged to take this forward. We started dreaming for 45 years back. We fondly remember Dr. Major R.S. Rao and Dr. Leela Meenakshi, who also dreamt with us in this cause. And subsequently, many people are walking along with us. Dr. P.G. Vishwanathan, our trustee, Dr. S.R. Rao, Dr. S. Balasubramaniam, Mr. Padmanabhan, Mrs. Sita, Mr. Chandrai, and Rekha Junjanwala, host of trustees committed to the cause. We also have a very strong steering council, a very robust organizational structure and a steering council. Members who are providing their time and energy, knowledge, experience and expertise for the growth of the organization. Process and systems, replication cannot be done effectively unless and until you have process and system in place. It was our steering council member Srivatsan who came forward and said, I'll put in the process and systems for the institution along with our presidents, both Bharat and Kaushik. He made it happen for us. Our consultants, most of them are here. Some of the senior most consultants, almost right at the top in the country in that specialty. All of them are here wholeheartedly to support Shankara and its replication process. We have a leadership council. Our leadership council is the second line of leaders who are in their mid-30s, sir, and all of them are groomed in Shankara into the same culture and that they are taking the thing forward, sir. Our program, Gift of Vision, pleased to share with all of you, has touched over 1 crore lives so far. We have performed over 23 lakh free eye surgeries, totally free eye surgeries, And every day now we are performing 750 free eye surgeries across India. Sir, we have a program for children called Rainbow, where we screen the children for undetected visual defects, a highly process-oriented program. Over 6 million students we have examined so far. This Pan-India program, Vande Mataram, we call it as Vande Mataram, has been a dream come to reality thanks to our Sankara Eye Foundation USA. They are our inspiring force who asked us, why do you just sit in Coimbatore with your experience and expertise? Should you not share it for the rest of the country? And here we are in Hyderabad. We are ever grateful to Sankara Eye Foundation USA, represented here by Murli, Kala, Sundar, Venkat and Ram. Guntur we started. The first application was in Guntur, and the Jana Chaitanya family came forward to donate 5 acres of land where we have put our flagship institution in Guntur. Sir, we don't have space in that hospital. We are going to the 4th and major expansion in Guntur Hospital. Honorable Minister was so kind to help us with this beautiful piece of land here in Hyderabad. We'll be ever grateful. And how do we just repay our gratitude? Sir, from this institution, 30,000 free eye surgeries will be performed year on year on year to the poorest of the poor. And we are looking at making the surrounding villages zero cataract backlog free, documented. And we will also see the children in all these villages are taken up for preventive eye care under the Rainbow program so that no one need to be needlessly blind. When we give vision to a child, we give next 80 to 90 years of productive life. When we give vision to an adult, we give him or her, make them the breadwinner of the family. When we give vision to an elderly couple, we make them independent for their day-to-day work. They don't have to strain the other family members. Friends, giving vision irrespective of the age is something highly satisfying. That's what takes us in these 45 years of journey. Friends, there are many people. Sankara Eye Foundation is a major contributor in making this hospital. But locally also there are so many people who came forward wholeheartedly. We have the Phoenix Foundation. They said, look, we will come and help you in the construction. Similarly, Hyderabad is known for real estates and pharma. The Aravinda Foundation said, we will also help you in building this hospital. I'm sure many more people will join in this mission for vision. Our patrons Ram and Achyut are immense. They refused to sit on the stage. They said, we'll be here watching the whole thing. They have been immensely helpful in making this dream come true. Friends, so many of our friends have stood with us for the past 40 years. It's so heartening that they came all the way from Coimbatore to participate in this program. That is the sense of commitment they have in Sankara. Sir, again, our own workforce, we are proud of our team. We have a cause, we are proud of our team. Our own project head, our architect is Mr. Siddharth from Coimbatore, a very young and dynamic architect. His father Ramnish Shankar is here with us. Our team here, our own team, headed by Pranesh, Raja, Arvind and Sundar, for the past 6 months, sir, they have not even slept for more than 4 hours a day taking care of this construction, sir. Even our own very senior consultants, like we have Dr. Janaki Raman, sir. He is the first retinal surgeon of Chennai, one of the topmost retinal surgeons. He has been cleaning the theatre and putting up things over here, supported by our other friends, our trustee Sita and Dr. Kaushik and Bharat. Bringing people together in a mission has been something very satisfying for us. Different people, different specialities, different outlooks, they are all together in a common mission as one strong team. Even a vision center is putting up by our friend Mr. Narahari from Indore, who is going to put up a vision center for us. So we also look for further support to this hospital to expand, to make all the facilities, fulfill the commitments over here, and also see that we reach out to many more people. Guntur is also going on a major expansion at this point of time. Opportunities are there. We are convinced in these years, last 45 years, if you take a good cause, if we have clear goals, to look forward to, if there is a robust organizational structure, if there is a transparent approach, if there are processes and systems in place, high ethical values, no compromise on that, a committed team, ongoing human resource development in-house, Honorable Minister was asking about that. We train our own human resource in our Shankara Academy of Vision. A strong second line of leaders, committed, community supporting us in a big way. Above all, if there is divine grace, such things will become a reality. We are convinced about this. I conclude this wonderful morning, my talk this morning, the words of Rabindranath Tagore, which always inspires us. Those golden words in Gitanjali, where he says, where the head is held high, where the mind is without fear, where the knowledge is free, where the words come from the depth of truth, where the world is not broken down by narrow domestic walls. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. I now invite Mr. Bharat Balasubramaniam, President Operations, Shankara Eye Foundation, India, to speak a few words.
Respected Minister Sir and the Shankara family, as we've all seen, the community eye care is in the DNA of Shankara, and what has made this possible scaling up has been we've been able to automate, and all our hospitals are integrated with real-time data transfer, voice and video transfer also happens. We also have built our own app, which is called the Shankara Electronic Remote Vision Information System. It's called Service, where our field workers take it to the community, door-to-door surveys, and collect information. And we are building a lot of GIS mapping, identifying where the target area is supposed to be, where the prevalence of diseases are higher, and we will be focusing more of our attention on that front as well. So as far as the Gift of Vision, the community eye care program is concerned, we promise you, sir, in 5 years' time, Shankara Eye Hospital, Hyderabad, will be doing 30,000 surgeries free of cost every year, year after year. The pediatric program, the rainbow screening program, we promise you, sir, 50,000 school-going children from government schools who would have probably not had to afford the services, who would not have been able to access eye care. We will reach out to them year on year. In 5 years' time, we will be screening 50,000 school children year after year. This would not have been possible without the Sankalpa of the Almighty and the support of all the Shankara team members. And we promise you, sir, this will be a top-class, high-quality, cost-effective eye care services provided with absolute ethics and integrity. Thank you very much, sir.
Can I request Dr. Kaushik, Pediatric Ophthalmologist, Technical Director, President of Medical Quality and Administration of Shankara.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sudhakar. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. I am pleased to stand here representing our team Shankara, a 2,000 strong member community that looks at eliminating needless blindness from our country. What makes our services and what will also happen out of the hospital here in Hyderabad is that we intend to provide comprehensive eye care. When I say comprehensive, we are going to be taking care right from the pediatric age group to the elderly. We are going to be taking care not just of curative eye care that you see in the facility here, but take a step, ensure preventive eye care is delivered through the Rainbow program, as well as many other initiatives to identify preemptively conditions that could result in blindness. We've also set up a rehabilitation department here. As you walk around the rooms, you will notice small little signages which we have created in Braille to make sure that those who are visually impaired also have access, the same access that you and I have. This hospital represents world-class eye care. When I say world-class eye care, there are a few elements. First and foremost is the infrastructure. You will agree with me that this infrastructure is on par with the best. We have built this keeping in mind accreditation standards, and we hope to be an accredited hospital by the end of this year or in early part of next year. In terms of equipment, again we have sourced the best of equipment based on our experience from other centers. to provide eye care. We have specialized clinics that have been set up here that are not commonly seen in other eye hospitals. We have the eye wellness clinic that looks to focus on children with refractive error to see how we can slow down the progress of that condition. We also have a complete electrodiagnostic facility and a lot of other equipment that can literally help scan every part of the human eye from the cornea that is in the front till the retina and even beyond. It is not just the brick and mortar and the equipment that matter, but the expertise that is there. Our team of ophthalmologists here are specialty trained to cover every aspect of ophthalmic care, from cataract, medical retina, vitreoretina, glaucoma, cornea, orbit oculoplasty, pediatric ophthalmology and strabismus surgery. So we bring to you this wonderful team who are trained and at the same time extremely excited, because as medical personnel, what gives us keeps our conscience clean is this institution allows us to provide the very best of care to all irrespective of socioeconomic status, because the trust model enables us to reach out to those who otherwise cannot afford it. Sankara Eye Hospital, Hyderabad will also be a training center. We propose and have the infrastructure ready to set up a school of optometry here that we would be partnering with universities as an industry partner. We are also in discussion with other institutions of eminence to set up programs around public health. We at Sankara, this is a new hospital, a new beginning. However, we will be leveraging the cumulative experience of the last 40 plus years of 2.3 million plus surgeries that we have conducted this far, and we will be sharing the best practices garnered from across institutions with mentorship from our very senior colleagues, Dr. J.K. Reddy, who's been a teacher to most of us, Dr. Mahesh Anmugam, Dr. Saptagirish, Dr. Mahesha, Dr. Umesh, Dr. Prabhu Shankar, who are visiting us from other sister hospitals here and who will continue to visit here to handhold the team as they find their feet and start running. Sankara Eye Hospitals, like every one of our other hospitals, is not just an eye hospital. You'd have realized from what you heard from Dr. Ramani and from Bharat that we believe in bringing social value, and together we invite you on this journey so that every fellow citizen of this region can enjoy the gift of vision. So thank you so much for being here with us for this inaugural function.
Thank you very much, sir. We now have a short audio visual on the theme song.
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya.
కన్ను చూపులే కరువైన ఈ నిరుపేదల కళ్ళే చూస్తాయిలే లోకమే, మన హృదయం పంచితే చూస్తాయిలే లోకమే. కనులను వెలిగించావా, మనసున వెలుగులు రావా, మనమేకమై దారి చూపుదాం.
కను చూపులే కరువైనవా, కను పాపల్లో
వెలుగుల్ని పంచినాము,
ఇలపై కనుగానని బ్రతుకున
పెను చీకటి తోలుతాము.
నాణ్యములే
చికిత్స
చూ
శాశ్వతంగా
మనలాగా
జీవించగా
చీకటి బ్రతుకులే వెలుగులే కలగా కను చూపులే కరువైన ఈ నిరుపేదల కళ్ళే చూస్తాయిలే లోకమే మన హృదయం పంచితే చూస్తాయిలే లోకమే కనులను వెలిగించావా మనసున వెలుగులు రావా మనమేకమై దారి చూపుదా
కనులను వెలిగించావా మనసున వెలుగులు రావా మనమేకమై దారి చూపుదా
మనమేకమై దారి చూపుదా మనమేకమై దారి చూపుదా
That was a glimpse of the magic of light. Request our very own Murali sir to address the gathering, the president of Founder and Chairman Sankara Eye Foundation USA.
Respected members of the audience and Minister and MLA Garu, our leaders, this hospital would not have happened without the intervention of KTR Garu. We are very thankful to you. And Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam. So I wish I could speak in Telugu. I can sing in Telugu. So we were forced by my uncle to start the Sankara Eye Foundation USA back in 1998. Little did we know at the time that this is going to flourish into such a movement to eradicate curable blindness in India. I was in Coimbatore for the past 1 month going through a very complicated cataract surgery followed by corneal transplant with a DMEC methodology. Imagine a guy coming from USA trusting our organization with my eyes. And so such a beautiful quality work is happening here. And 1 month I observed all the staff working. They are so dedicated, so dedicated. They don't worry about how many hours they are working. So very touched. I was very touched by the quality and hard work of all our employees. Thanks to the leadership team for cultivating such an awesome team. Similarly, in the USA, we are only 4 people who are employees. We have 1,000 volunteers. Many of you are sitting here. 1,000 volunteers all over the country supporting us. Yeah. And 90,000 donors. 90,000 donors, including some of the people here sitting. Otherwise, this won't have happened. So we came up with a big vision back in 2002. Motivated by Swami Vivekananda, who says each and every individual is potentially divine. You can do anything and everything. Think big. That is what we are driven by. Whatever we do in the USA, we want to be the best. Whether Dandiya or Sonu Nigam show, even today there is a show happening there. So I was wondering whether to be there or here, but this is more important. So amazing volunteers who are so committed like the staff here. So it is a blessing. I consider myself very, very blessed to get this great opportunity to do something good for the society and make a spiritual progress for yourself. Thanks to pardonable pride, we are the largest free eye care provider in the whole world right now. And as one of the US presidents said, you ain't seen nothing yet. Abhi bahut dur hai jaane ko. India pura, at least 1 million surgeries we want to deliver by the year 2030 and also make it self-sufficient. We work on a model of self-sufficiency. 80% of the patients are poor. We depend on the 20% of the people who can pay to make the hospital self-sufficient. So all of you nearby, refer your friends to this hospital. you cannot get a quality like this anywhere. And one more thing, very important thing, both Sankara India and Sankara USA, we are an audited charity. All our tax statements, audited statements, they are all on the website. Nothing to hide. And then we at Sankara USA, we got the Charity Navigator, top 4-star rating, 9 times in a row. That means we are in the top 2% of all American charities for commitment to accountability, transparency, governance, and keeping the overheads low. So we are so trustworthy. I tell people, हम इतने trustworthy हैं कि आप आंख बंद करके donate कीजिए, हम आंखें खोलेंगे. So in English, do you want to understand? We are so trustworthy that you can close your eyes and donate, we'll open more eyes. So there are ministers yet to speak, so I'm going to stop here, leave you with a beautiful song, which is our theme song. ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. You cannot get more happiness than this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That was a very beautiful song. We now have a small AV. His Holiness Kanchi Shankaracharya has sent his blessings through a small AV. I request to play that video.
गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. श्री चंद्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्. देवे देहे च देशे च भक्त्यारोग्य सुखप्रदं बुधपामर सेव्यन्तं श्री जयेन्द्रं नमाम्यहम्. శ్రీ శ్రీ జయేంద్ర సరస్వతి స్వామివారు ఆదేశించి అనుగ్రహించి ఆశీర్వదించి ప్రారంభం చేసిన శంకర ఐ ఫౌండేషన్ ఇండియా అండ్ యుఎస్ఏ వారి తరఫున శ్రీ కంచి కామకోటి మెడికల్ ట్రస్ట్ తరఫున గత 45 సంవత్సరముగా విస్తృతంగా కంటి ఆసుపత్రులు దేశవ్యాప్తంగా నిర్మాణం చేయటం, నిర్వహణ చేయటం, తద్వారా గ్రామీణ ప్రజలకు, ఆర్థికంగా వెనుకబడిన ప్రజలకు ఉచితంగా ఎంత వీలవుతుందో అంత ఉచితంగా చేయటానికి వారు ప్రయత్నం తీసుకుని నగరంలో ఉండే సంపన్నమైన సౌకర్యం ఉండే వాళ్ళకు కూడా మంచి క్వాలిటీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ ఇచ్చేదానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ ఉభయులకి సంతోషం, ఉన్నవాళ్ళకి సంతోషం, ఎవరికి ఆర్థికంగా స్తోమత తక్కువ ఉన్నా ఆరోగ్యపరమైన సమస్య వారికి ఉండకూడదనే ఉద్దేశంతో ఒక లెక్కలు వాళ్ళు పెట్టుకుని ఇట్లా భారీ ఎత్తున లక్ష సంఖ్యల్లో ప్రజలకి దూరంలో ఉండే అంటే కొండల్లో ఉండే వాళ్ళకి ఇంకా అంటే సౌకర్యాలు లేని గ్రామాలు ఉండే వాళ్ళకు కూడా అందరికీ కూడా వాళ్ళని పిలిపించి ఆహారం పెట్టి బస్సులో తీసుకొచ్చి మళ్ళా ఒక 5-6 మాసాల తర్వాత ఇంకొకసారి చెకప్ చేయించి సరిగా ఉందా, ఏదైనా సమస్యలు ఉన్నాయా అని అడిగి ఆ విధంగా ఉత్తమమైన సేవని అందిస్తున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు డాక్టర్ రమణి అండ్ వారి భార్య వాళ్ళిద్దరూ కూడా వాళ్ళ టీం వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా కలుసుకుని కాశీలో కూడా ఒకటి కంటి ఆసుపత్రి కావాలని అది ఆ పనులన్నీ ప్రారంభించారు. అలా ఈ విస్తారం చేయటంలో ఇదివరకే గుంటూరులో ఒక కంటి ఆసుపత్రి జరుగుతున్నది. కొత్తగా ఏర్పడిన తెలంగాణ ప్రాంతం కోసము హైదరాబాదులో నారసింగి అనే ఊర్లో ఈ శంకర ఐ హాస్పిటల్ కొత్తగా నిర్మాణం చేయబడి కేటీ రామారావు మినిస్టర్ అనేక విభాగాలకి ఆయన ఐటీ నుంచి ప్రారంభించి అనేక విభాగాలకి మంత్రివర్యులుగా ఉంటున్నారు. కేటీ రామారావు ద్వారా ఈ లోకార్పణం అనే విషయాన్ని చేస్తూ ఈ శంకర ఐ హాస్పిటల్ ఇండియా అండ్ యుఎస్ఏ వాళ్ళు ఈ మంచి కార్యక్రమాన్ని చేస్తున్నారు. తద్వారా తెలంగాణ ప్రాంతంలో నీడ కోసరం జరుగుతున్నది, నేల కోసరం జరుగుతున్నది. అలా ఇక్కడ ఆరోగ్యం కోసరం జరుగుతున్న ఈ సేవా కార్యక్రమం ద్వారా అందరికీ మంచి ఆరోగ్యము, మంచి దృష్టి, పరస్పరం మైత్రి అనే దృష్టి అందరికీ కలిగి శ్రేయో భూయా సకల జనానాం అని అందరికీ కూడా మంచిది జరగాలని కంచి కామాక్షి అమ్మవారిని కోరుకుంటున్నాము. హరహర శంకర, జయ జయ శంకర.
Hello? Yeah. We would like to acknowledge and felicitate the principal donor, Mr. Suresh Chokopalli Garu of the Phoenix Group, the chairman of the Phoenix Group. I would like to request Dr. Mahesh Shanmugam sir, the head of Vitreoretina department for the whole of Shankara Group, to come and honor request Mr. Suresh Garu to come and address the gathering, please.
Namaste. Honorable Mr. Sri Ramarao Garu, MLA Sri Prakash Garu, Ramani Garu and all other dignitaries on the dais and the invitees to this august occasion. We are deeply honored and blessed to be a part of this particular program and also to be a part of construction of this wonderful project for vision. Let me tell you an interesting thing. You know, I am from Guntur and I have been seeing Shankara Eye Hospital in Guntur from 2004. My Janma Bhumi is Guntur, but my Karma Bhumi is Hyderabad. So, incidentally, my father's name is Shankar Rao. So, whenever I used to pass through the Shankar Eye Hospital, I used to see my father's name there. And I always dreamed of, doing something similar in my father's name. And thanks to Dr. Ramani and my group chairman, Mr. Gopi Krishna, the dream got fulfilled today. Phoenix Foundation has been serving the society for the last 22 years. With the inspiration of my father, we built several Mahaprasthanams, almost about 60 as of now. We built ourselves, we built some of them through the governments. Across the country, Mahaprasthanam has been a great success and an inspiration. I have been requesting Honorable Minister that the next Mahaprasthanam to be inaugurated is the Banjara Hills one. So the Minister sir has agreed to inaugurate it next week. So that will be another dedication to the society by Phoenix Foundation. Last year, with the hands of the Minister, we had inaugurated the Sparsh Hospice Center, which was again supported by Phoenix. So we have been doing several things, whatever we could through our foundation, and we would also keep doing similar activities with the help of my family, my company, and with the guidance and the help of people like Dr. Ramani, KTR Garu and others. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. Bless you all. Thank you.
Would request Mr. Ramireddy Garu, patron of Shankara Hospital, Hyderabad, and previously of Guntur too, sir, and patron of Shankara Eye Foundation as a whole.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my personal high for me today, the coming together of the Crusader of Telangana, Sri KT Ramarao Garu, and the most revered institution that's doing God's work for so many years. Also, our Honorable Chief Minister Sri KCR Garu has the greatest admiration for Sankara Eye Foundation's good work of decades of service. His support has been pivotal to the institutionalization of the world's largest free eye care provider in our beautiful city. I vividly recall the day when KTR Garu visited us in Santa Clara, and a few of us from Sankara met him on the sidelines of another event that he was attending. And he heard us, and 15 minutes into our proposal to do a hospital in Hyderabad, his exact words, he said, "I love this, let's do it, Ramanna." That's what he said. And here we are today. One of the amazing initiatives undertaken by our Honorable Chief Minister Sri KCR Garu is the restoration of historic sites, historic monuments, and the legacy of what Telangana is all about. So many years they were neglected, and people visited shrines that were in ruins. And his vision and his passion and his commitment to restore them. I grew up in Warangal as a child, and when I visited recently the Thousand Pillar Temple, Bhadrakali Temple, Ramappa, and of course the Yadagiri Gutta, particularly, which was lit up like a beautiful shrine, which took us half a day to go up and down in those days. And I would like to recognize that specifically because that actually is the soul of who we are in Telangana. And one of the persons that I greatly admire, who has contributed to the design, engineering, and the restoration of Ramappa Temple and the Thousand Pillar Temple, is Dr. Pandu Rangarao Garu, who is sitting with us today. Under the great leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, affordable health care has been a major new dimension. We have seen this happen in the last 5 years. The remotest villages had care. So right in sync with what the Telangana leadership is doing, Sankara Eye Foundation is delivering exactly the same thing to the most rural parts of every institutional hospital that they've set up so far, and nothing different in Telangana. So they already are identifying nodal areas from where we would build conduits into the city of Hyderabad. And now, it is my great honor to bring onto the podium our guest of honor, our own KT Ramarao Garu, to say a few words.
గౌరవనీయులు, పెద్దలు, స్థానిక శాసనసభ్యులు ప్రకాష్ గౌడ్ గారు, గౌరవనీయులు, మన ఈరోజు ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి ఇక్కడ మనందరం కూడా హాజరవుతున్నామంటే దానికి ప్రధాన బాధ్యులు పెద్దలు బివి రమణి గారు, గౌరవనీయులు బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారు, గౌరవనీయులు మురళి గారు, గౌరవనీయులు చుక్కపల్లి సురేష్ గారు, మరి ఇప్పుడు దాకా మీరు తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతారనుకున్నాను, తెలుగులో మాట్లాడలేదు. రామరెడ్డి గారు, హూ ఇస్ యాక్చువల్లీ, sir, I'm going to stick to a bit of Telugu and a bit of English so that I can address the local audience and also possibly to all those distinguished guests who have come from various parts of India and particularly from Coimbatore and Chennai. Firstly, there are many programs that I participate. In the last 9 years as a minister, after the new state has come into being, I must have been a part of hundreds of inaugurations and hundreds of foundations and many such very interesting initiatives. There are government initiatives, there are private sector initiatives, there are non-governmental organizations which invite us, and we participate in many such events. But there are very few events, I keep saying this, very few events which fill your heart with satisfaction, which literally give you a soul, a little bit of a lift, makes you feel good to be in public life. And I can guaranteely say that this is one such program. I thank you very much, sir. I sincerely thank you. The last time I felt like this was possibly when I had come for the inauguration of Sparsh, the palliative care facility which has been inaugurated right here in this beautiful city of ours. I was just telling Mr. Ramani that our Chief Minister, Shri KTR Garu, about 5 years ago, had launched the world's largest eye screening facility, a program called Kanti Velugu. Kanti Velugu literally means, in Telugu, if you have to translate it in English, it literally means light for the eye. Providing vision is what it truly means. Now this, in fact, Kanti Velugu, when it was conducted for the first time, sir, we had screened more than 3 crore people, more than 3 crore citizens in the state of Telangana. Our total population is 4 crores. We have literally screened 75% of our state. This was the first round, and we had supplied glasses to anybody who needed it. Of course, we didn't perform the surgeries. We said we'll have to take a call on that. Again, our Honorable Chief Minister relaunched this program late last year in December 2022. 4 Chief Ministers together, the Chief Minister of Kerala, Chief Minister of New Delhi, Chief Minister of Punjab and Chief Minister of Telangana, all 4 of them came together on a dais, and they've launched this in Khammam in Telangana. And as of yesterday, I have to share this with you. As of yesterday, in fact, in the second round of Kanti Velugu, we have completed 1 crore screenings along with glasses, along with glasses that have been given to those who require. And most importantly, even these glasses are currently made in Telangana. It is manufactured right here in Hyderabad, in our medical devices park. As Murli Garu said, we understand and we believe Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam. Anni అంగాల్లో కెల్లా కళ్ళు చాలా ప్రధానమైనవి. ఎందుకంటే కళ్ళు ఉన్నప్పుడు ప్రపంచాన్ని అద్భుతంగా చూడవచ్చు, అన్ని రకాల డిఫెక్ట్స్ అందుకే తొలగించాలి అని వారు చెప్పారు. చిన్నపిల్లల నుంచి మొదలు పెడితే పెద్ద వయసులో ఉండే పెద్ద మనుషుల దాకా అందరికీ కూడా కంటి చూపు చాలా ముఖ్యమైన మాట వారు అన్నారు. అయితే నాకు బాలసుబ్రహ్మణ్యం గారు మాట్లాడుతుంటే ఒక మాట అనిపించింది. 5 ఏళ్ల కిందట ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు Mr. Balasubramanian was saying, 5 years ago when you had come here, there was nothing but a lot of rubble and rocks and boulders. But today you've just told me, and also the audience here, that this place is transformed. Sir, you are able to see it. You have come from Coimbatore, you have come from Tamil Nadu, you are able to see it. But the opposition parties in my state are not able to see it. So can I request you to conduct an eye screening camp for them, so that they can possibly also understand what all is being done by this government in this state of Telangana. Jokes apart, I have to tell you this. In our Telangana, the youngest state of India, health has been a very important subject and a matter that is very close to the heart of our Chief Minister. As part of his drive to create state's health profile, he has now announced launching of 33 medical colleges in 33 districts of Telangana and 33 nursing colleges also along with it. So just to put things in perspective, in the last 67 years post-independence, in Telangana we only had 5 medical colleges in government sector. But now with Honorable Chief Minister's initiative, in the last 8 years, we have decided to launch 33 medical colleges, and hopefully come next year, we'll have all 33 up and running in our state, and I think that will set a benchmark for the entire country. And I'm also happy to share with you, sir, you're a doctor by training, and you told me that your wife, Radha Garu, wherever she is, she's a anesthetist as well, and you said you've devoted your life for the last 20 plus years completely to serving the needy and serving the poor, who need medical attention and medical care. So let me tell you, today Telangana, in fact, has taken inspiration under the leadership of our Chief Minister, and we have risen steadily in rankings in the Niti Aayog indexes on health. Today we are ranked number 3 after Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and I'm very hopeful that we'll even surpass Kerala and Tamil Nadu in the next 1 or 2 years, setting new benchmarks for the rest of the country as well. We already have the maximum number of beds per 100,000 people in the country, more than any other state in India. We are also launching village clinics, Palle Davakhanalu. We've also launched urban dispensaries called as Basti Davakhanalu to provide better healthcare facilities for both rural and urban poor. And I'm delighted that with Shankara launching your facility here, you have told me that you will be performing 30,000 surgeries free of cost per annum per year, which I think deserves a huge round of applause to the entire team of Shankara. And sir, what was even more laudable was your commitment. We were doing a tour of the facility. So sir was showing me, Mr. Ramani was showing me the operation theatres, how world class they are, and how the poorest of the poor will not be charged a single rupee. In fact, he also told me, which was even more heartening, he said, we will actually bring patients from the rural Telangana. We will bring them at our own cost. We will provide transportation charges. We'll bring them here. We'll perform surgeries and whatever procedures are required. And then we'll drop them back at home as well, all free of cost. Now, sir, with such when we have such noble thoughts and noble ideas, I think it's the bounden responsibility of the government. Of course, we have provided you a piece of land here, about 2 acres. But I think it's imperative, as you asked, that governments actually come and support and stand with you. We will also ensure that your vehicles will not be levied any life taxes or any transportation charges. And but as you would imagine, as you can imagine, a facility like this, if it has to sustain, it also needs to get into a self-sustaining mode. Because the initial seed fund, of course, will come from donors, of course, will come from some, foundations and others who have put in money and who have invested both time, effort, and also resources. But to sustain it, you had pointed out that we will need to raise some more money. I will be a part of any initiative that you want me to, in fact, days to come, to expand these operations, to expand in capacity. I was also inquiring if we could go vertical on this. You told me that we can. So hopefully, more than 30,000 surgeries can be done if we can go vertical and maybe add a few more floors and ensure that we can cater to more patients. I think that would be a good thing to do. I also would urge Mr. Ramani and the Shankara Eye Foundation to start thinking of setting up a college of optometry in Telangana, to start setting up a training center for vision technicians, so that this hospital can grow, can cater not only to the people of Telangana, but also continue to attract people from, few other states neighboring us. In fact, during COVID, I think many of you would know this, Hyderabad had become such an important healthcare hub that we were catering not just to the patients from Telangana. We were catering to about patients from 6 different adjoining states. It could be Odisha, even Andhra, Karnataka, Maharashtra, some pockets of other states as well. All these different, states, and the population from these states also typically visits Hyderabad, and Hyderabad is an extremely important healthcare hub, sir. So I would urge you to consider setting up an optometry college, to consider setting up an institute for vision technician training, and also to continue to set up possibly postgraduate facilities as well for your ophthalmologists and for future expansion needs as well. More importantly, sir, I would also like to point out, besides Kanti Velugu, where I would urge you to be a part, because once government and private sector comes together, I think the multiplier effect that it can bring about is something that is truly valuable from the citizens' perspective. So please do become a part of Kanti Velugu. I'll introduce your team, Bharat, Dr. Kaushik. We'll introduce them to our health department here, our health minister and our health secretary here, so that they can work in tandem, they can do more productive work. We already have some wonderful world-class institutions in Hyderabad, in eye care and in healthcare. Now with Sankara coming in, I think Hyderabad will consolidate its position in the healthcare map as a preeminent destination, and I look forward, like I said, to be a part of future events. Ram Reddy Garu was kind enough. In Bay Area, when I was there about 5 years ago on business, he came to me with this initiative. He said, this is truly a wonderful institute. We need your support. And I immediately took it to our Honorable Chief Minister. He said, without even bating an eyelid, he said, please bring it to the next cabinet. Let's approve it. So with the blessings of our Honorable Chief Minister today, we are launching this wonderful facility, and I will be more than happy to be a part of every single initiative of yours. Malli oksari Telugulo for the consumption of media and for the consumption of my Telugu speaking people. సర్వేంద్రియానాం నయనం ప్రధానం అని పెద్దలు ఏదైతే చెప్తారో దానిలో భాగంగానే ఈ కంటి వెలుగు క్యాంప్ని గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు 5 ఏళ్ల కిందట మొత్తం భారతదేశానికే ఆదర్శంగా ఉండే విధంగా రాష్ట్ర వ్యాప్తంగా ప్రారంభించారు. మళ్ళీ తిరిగి డిసెంబర్ మాసంలో ప్రారంభించిన తర్వాత నిన్ననే 1 కోటి మందికి కంటి వెలుగు ద్వారా కంటి పరీక్షలు జరిపించి మేడ్ ఇన్ తెలంగాణ అద్దాలు కూడా వారికి ఇచ్చి మరి చక్కటి సౌకర్యాన్ని కలగజేస్తున్న గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి, ముఖ్యంగా ఈరోజు ఈ శంకర ఐ ఫౌండేషన్ ద్వారా ఏర్పాటు చేసిన శంకర ఐ హాస్పిటల్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇక్కడ సంవత్సరానికి 30,000 ఉచిత కంటి పరీక్షలు చేస్తాం, కంటి సర్జరీలు చేస్తామని చెప్పి మరి ఆసుపత్రి నిర్వాహకులు పెద్దలు చెప్తా ఉన్నారు. వారికి హృదయపూర్వకంగా అభినందనలు. మా ఎమ్మెల్యే గారు కూడా ఒకటే అడిగారు, రాజేంద్ర నగర్ నుంచి వచ్చిన మొత్తం ప్రజాప్రతినిధులు అందరూ కూడా ఉన్నారు, వారందరికీ కూడా నమస్కారం. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ సార్, you said we can map the entire state and we can do something truly magnificent. But our honorable MLA, local MLA was asking me and he was requesting you that if we can take Rajendra Nagar, the constituency where we are located, as a base case and probably cover the entire population here to begin with, then we can certainly start looking at the rest of the state as well. MLA garu అడిగింది ఏంటి అంటే మీ ఎమ్మెల్యే గారు ముందు రాజేంద్ర నగర్ కాన్స్టిట్యున్సీ మొత్తం తీసుకొని ఇక్కడ ఉండే ప్రతి పౌరుడికి కూడా పరీక్షలు చేయించండి, సర్జరీలు చేయించండి అని చెప్పి ప్రకాష్ గౌడ్ గారు అడిగారు. ఐ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ సార్, ప్లీజ్ కన్సిడర్ దాట్. అది మాత్రమే కాకుండా రాష్ట్ర వ్యాప్తంగా జరుగుతున్న కంటి వెలుగు ప్రోగ్రాంలో కూడా వారు భాగస్వామి కావాలని చెప్పి నేను కోరాను. వైద్య ఆరోగ్య శాఖ ఏదైతే ఉన్నదో వారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఇది జరుగుతూ ఉంది. వారు కూడా భాగస్వాములు అయినట్టయితే నగరంలో ఉన్న ఇతర బ్రహ్మాండమైన వైద్య సదుపాయాలు ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో వాటికి అదనంగా శంకర కూడా తోడైనట్టయితే రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం చేస్తున్న మంచి కార్యక్రమాలకి మరింత బలం చేకూరుతుందని బలంగా విశ్వసిస్తూ మరి ఇట్లాంటి మంచి కార్యక్రమాలు చేసే ఏ సంస్థకైనా రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ చేయూత తప్పకుండా ఉంటుంది భవిష్యత్తులో అని చెప్పి కూడా మరొకసారి ఈ వేదిక ద్వారా మీ అందరికీ కూడా తెలియజేస్తూ నన్ను ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి ఆహ్వానించినందుకు హృదయపూర్వకంగా ధన్యవాదాలు. జై తెలంగాణ, జై హింద్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Request the Honorable Minister Tarak Ramara Garu to unveil the plaque, the inauguration plaque.
Hold on tight, the time has finally come.
चक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरी श्रीललिता अंबिके भुवनेश्वरी श्रीचक्रराज सिंहासनेश्वरी श्रीललिता अंबिके भुवनेश्वरी आगम वेद कलामय रूपिणी
Request
అఖిల
Dr. Janakiraman Garu,
చరాచర
our Technical Director, to felicitate the Honorable Minister. Janakiraman. Request Dr. Mahesha, our Chief Medical Officer of Request Dr. Prabhu Shankar, our Medical Director. Dr. Prabhu Shankar, our Medical Director. No, not that. Okay. Dr. Umesh, Dr. Mahesha. Please felicitate our MLA, local MLA, Dr. Prakash Gaud Garu. Prabhu Shankar, okay, you have missed that. Okay, no problem. You can go to Ram Reddy. Yeah, okay. Ram Reddy is here. Request Mr. Ram Reddy Garu to come on to the dais, please. Request Dr. Prabhu Shankar, our Medical Director, to felicitate. Murli. Request Mr. Achut Reddy Garu. Mr. Achut Reddy Garu. Not around. Okay. Request Dr. Umesh to felicitate Mr. Murli, our chairman. Request Dr. Prabhu Shankar to felicitate Mr. Achut Reddy. Yes. Vote of thanks. ఆయన చెప్పలేదు మాట్లాడతారు. అడిగారా? Mr. Venkat Madhipati, our Board of Trustees in Sankara Foundation, USA.
Umesh sir.
Dr. Umesh, please. Request Venkat Garu to give a vote of thanks.
Namaskaram Andi. It's a great day. We have been waiting for many years. On behalf of millions of beneficiaries of our Sankara Eye Care services, more than 1,000 volunteers, dedicated volunteers in the US, who always breathe about Sankara, how we can help poor people get the vision. On behalf of close to 100,000 donors in the US who have been contributing to this mission, and also on behalf of more than 2,500 Sankara family members in India who have been serving the community day in and day out. I like to thank Honorable Minister KT Ramarao Garu, who was with us every step of the way, and finally we are able to see this beautiful hospital which would be serving needlessly blind in Telangana from year to year. Honorable MLA Prakash Gaud Garu, and Chukkupalli Suresh Garu from Phoenix Group, who came forward to support this hospital, and Ram Reddy Garu, who has been instrumental. He is in US, he is a close friend of mine, and first when we said we build a hospital in Telangana, so first call I made to was Ram Reddy Garu. He donated generously. Not only that, every time he is with us. Thank you, Ram Reddy Garu. And Achyut Reddy Garu, so who was instrumental in making this hospital every day, listening with the government departments. We had numerous calls. We had the weekend calls to make this happen, and finally it happened. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, all of you who took your time to come here to be part of this occasion. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you so much. And once this hospital starts serving people, please sponsor eye camps in your areas. We will conduct eye camps every Sunday. But if you want to do eye camp, you want to sponsor in your village, please sponsor. Work with our department here. And then I want to thank our good friend and supporter Arsha Reddy Garu, who has been contributed significantly for this hospital. Thank you so much.
Thank you all, everybody, for coming. Can we all stand for the national anthem, please? Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Ganga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Shisha Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangaladayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He
Jai Hind. I request everybody to kindly cooperate as the minister is leaving. Please keep the walkway free.